I built a Street Fighter 1v1 in Fortnite. As you may know, Ryu and Chun-li officially came out in Fortnite just this last weekend. I love Street Fighter. I played it all the time growing up, and this was really exciting to me. Now, often when something like this comes out, I'll build a map or something that's artistic to celebrate the new skin. But I wanted to take this one to the next level. I didn't want to just build a thumbnail. I wanted to build a whole map that you could go in and play. So I decided to build the whole city around the Ryu stage from Street Fighter. I threw in some mechanics too so that you could 1v1 each other. These are the most basic 1v1 mechanics out there. But today I'm going to show you exactly how I built all of this. Some of you may have already seen some of this because I streamed this last Saturday. And in case you ever want to watch my streams or see all of my videos, be sure to subscribe, guys. But today I'm going to walk you through the quick process. This only took about 3 hours. And then I'm going to give you the code, which is also in the description. All right, guys, hope you enjoy the video. So for this map, I decided to use the Horseshoe Island as my template. I usually just use the Grid Island, but I didn't want to build out all of the terrain on this one. And this one felt like it had a really good feel for what I wanted in this map. Now, one of the first things I did, and this is kind of embarrassing for a builder, but I threw out all of the prefabs that I was going to use for this. I did use a lot of these prefabs for filling out most of my city. I didn't want it to all be 100% custom because I just didn't have time for that. So don't judge me. But once I had my prefabs out, I started messing around with the lighting, trying to decide between sunset and night, and the chat decided that sunset was what they wanted me to build with. Then I was on to building the main portion of this map. This is literally the stage where you would fight in Street Fighter. This building took by far the most time because it's completely custom and I wanted it to look just right. Now, one thing that's important to know is that I built this all on the grid so that I could put mechanics down so that a 1v1 could run smoothly on this map. So that actually made it a little bit easier because I was building with build to prop off, so I could easily place down walls, accents, etc. I almost never build with build to prop off, so that was kind of a unique experience for me. Getting this top part right felt like a key to this build. I used this gold trash can from the yacht galleries, and it really just felt like it was a perfect piece to put this part together. Then I copied and pasted it over to the other side, finished out the whole building, and this part of the build was done. Next, I started on the buildings that surrounded this main point of interest, and these ones I felt needed to be custom as well, but I didn't really need to start from scratch. I just copied and pasted a lot of what I'd already done on the first building. But I wanted these to be large so that it could fill out a lot of this map. Then I started copying and pasting that building all over the map, as well as throwing down some of the prefabs to start filling out the city. But of course, I got a storm glitch. I hate the storm glitch. But once I rebooted my server, I got back to filling out my whole city, and it was really starting to come together. So I moved on to really the next centerpiece of this whole map, which is the temple that is behind the fighting stage. Now, I was kind of running out of time, so I decided to use the prefab as the base of my temple. I threw it out on top, and then I just continued the pattern of that temple all the way down to the ground. Honestly, it ended up looking really cool. Now, the map was still looking a little too bland for me, so I felt like it really needed a lot of foliage to go around on all of the mountains and the terrains that already existed. It needed to feel like it was in the middle of like a secluded Japanese village. And I felt like these trees added just a whole lot to the map. And then after adding just a few more touch-up details around the city, I felt like we had our artistic part of the map done, and it just looked really great. Okay, guys, and then here I have my little game set up here. If you're up against someone else, you can press here to start the fight. You can look around the map, all that. But then once you start, here goes, the round begins, and then you can 1v1 each other, all that good stuff. You can do your 90s, whatever it is you like to do in your 1v1s. But it's really basic, so even if you die, I don't have it all set up like Immature Gamer to where it resets all your builds. I just didn't have time to do all that, so you're gonna have to reset your own builds on that, and maybe I'll update this to be more of advanced in the future. That's how it is right now, and yeah, so guys, I hope you guys have a good time. Oh look, I do have it to where if you fall down, it warps you back to your builds. So hopefully that's not too confusing. Thanks for watching, guys. Here's the code. It's also in the description below, and have an awesome time.